Hi, and welcome to the 2017 Jumpstart Your Knowledge Challenge. We sent out an email yesterday that contained a lot of helpful information that you're going to need throughout the rest of this challenge. If you haven't had a chance to read that email yet, I suggest you go take a look at it before you continue on with this video. Today's video is actually going to talk about prospecting, so who you can actually sell these new products and services to. Really, every small and medium-sized business should have some type of web presence, whether that's a single page that's trying to get people to sign up for a webinar or an upcoming event, or if it's a multi-page product catalog that has e-commerce, and with lots of product forms on it. No matter what kind of website it is, every small and medium-sized business should have a website. And what you're going to find is that a lot of the people that you already work with, they already have a website. And I don't want this to discourage you. In fact, it's somewhat encouraging. It means that the business owner has already seen the value that a website can provide, and that maybe now they're looking to make some changes. So it could be that they've lost the relationship with their developer, either because that relationship went sour or because the developer has left town or changed businesses. And at this point, they're looking for a new trusted vendor, which is where you get to come in. As an already trusted vendor, as someone that they've already worked with, that they've trusted their brand with, you're in a prime position to be able to also take over their web services. Some things that you can look for that are going to help you kind of make this transition is if your client is moving. So if they are moving offices, it's a great time for you to make sure that their website is also updated with their new location. Gives you a great talking point. If they are hiring or firing an employee, or if someone's transitioned off their team, they're going to need to either update or remove a bio on their website. Anytime that there is some type of news in a business, any new product launch, or if they're entering into a new market, all of that information should also be reflected on their website. So again, if you're hearing about your customers that are doing these new products and services, having new hires, changing locations, opening a new location, even increasing their hours of operation or changing their hours for the winter, anything that they're doing, really that should be reflected on their website as well. So it's a quick checkpoint for you to be able to go check in on some of your customers. If you're printing a new brochure for them, if you are putting up a new sign for them, it's a good checkpoint for you to be able to go and look at their website too, to make sure the new things that you're doing are being reflected on their website. If they're not, it's a great starting point. It's a great conversation starter for you to say, hey, I've noticed this isn't updated on your website. Is that something that we can take care of for you? The other thing that's going to be a big deal for people is if their website is not mobile friendly. And not just mobile compatible anymore. It needs to actually be optimized for a mobile device. So it needs to function perfectly on mobile, be easy for people to actually use on a mobile device. We have a whole video later on in the session that's dedicated just to mobile, so I don't want to get too far into it now. So that was a really quick overview on when you might be able to kind of open that door for a prospect to be able to talk to you about becoming that trusted vendor. But the types of professionals that you can approach with these new services is really broad. An easy market, I'm not going to say easy, but a market you might feel more comfortable approaching is going to be in the professional services area. So someone like doctors or lawyers that are in that type of professional service, or anyone that does business support services that requires that B2B relationship in order to make a sale. So someone who is in staffing, for example, or even maintenance and cleaning, or any type of landscaper, or someone that's in transportation, something like that would be a good area to kind of market first to get these services out to them. The reason we're saying professional services is because they have a lot in common. That's why it might be a good place for you to start, because it's not something that's going to require a lot of customization typically. Typically, they're looking to have a good local presence. They want to make sure that their Google Maps information is updated, that the address on their website is up to date, that they can easily be found when someone is searching for their products and services, that their contact information is correct, and that they have a contact us form on their site that someone can easily fill out, where they can kind of engage and start that relationship on via the website. And then maybe they need a blog to showcase their knowledge and expertise. So anyone like a realtor or a doctor, or like I said, anyone that's in the business support services, all of those people have that same need, where the website might look completely different from industry to industry or from company to company, but the same bones, the structure needs to be there of what that website needs to do. So kind of once you get one of those professional services under your belt, it's easy to then go and talk to the additional professional service area and talk to them about what you've done for that other client and how you could do something similar for them. Towards the beginning of the video, we talked a little bit about how you could kind of start that conversation with them. So if they mention they're moving, or any of those news that you're kind of updating things for, any news items that you hear about for a client. But you can also start looking for if their business card has a non-domain based email address. if they have an address that's at Comcast or at AOL or at Yahoo, they might want to consider using domain-based email, which is something that you then can provide to them. If they are, like I said, if they're updating any brochures or printing new business cards because they've changed locations, it's a really good starting point for you to have that conversation with them about updating their website and making sure that that is updated, as well as the rest of their marketing material. So prospecting is just something that you're going to have to add to your website if you wanted to put up there that you now offer web services. Offering web services should now be on your business cards, on your brochure, part of your elevator pitch, so that when you're speaking to people and you're telling them who you help and what you do different and how you do it differently than everybody else, that you can also include websites now, that you're the trusted vendor for everything they need to market their business, to everything that they need to brand and market their business. You are the trusted vendor for that.